Time to compare! A cheap and cheerful Chinese copy to a plastic fantastic Japanese original. I have unboxed both of these replicas in previous videos, but let's see how they compare to each other. The Sai 1911 is a downright copy of the Marui 1911 MEU, while the Marui replicates a World War II Colt M1911A1. So one is a copy, the other is a copy of a copy. I don't like to talk about money, but here it is. The Sai costs $66. The Marui is $162. And I paid for it with my own blood, sweat and tears. There, are you happy now? Let's have a look at the exterior first. The Sai 1911 is completely made out of a cheap Chinesium alloy of unknown blend and strength, except the grips, which are plastic. Marui's replica, on the other hand, is made out of high quality plastic. However, there are a few exceptions, like the mainspring housing, grip safety, thumb safety, hammer, magazine release, trigger, slide lock, barrel bushing, recoil spring plug and plunger tube, which are metal. Now over to the markings. Sai opted for the minimalist approach with next to nothing on the replica. The only visible marking is the serial number on the frame and a caliber marking on the barrel. Marui, in contrast, went full regalia with markings and engravings. It has everything you would expect of a proper replica. And then some! The fake wraparound grips on the Sanyan are really awful. The grooves are shallow and the plastic is really shiny and slippery. On the Marui 1911 grips, the diamond cuts are deep, providing good friction to hold on to. The grips look like wood, but are plastic. And on the inside there are metal weights to add heft. Lies upon lies upon lies. Speaking of which, let's have a look at the approximate weight. The Marui weighs 604 grams, sans mag. The mag weighs 192 grams. Total 796 grams. The Sai weighs 531 grams, sans mag. The mag weighs 182 grams. Total 713 grams. How can the plastic gun weigh more? The culprit is the two aluminium weights inside the Marui grips, weighing a combined 152 grams. This is completely redundant, since the magazine compensates for the light plastic feeling. Both pistols operate pretty much the same. Half cock, full cock, thumb safety, grip safety, slide lock, and mag release works as they should. But Marui's controls feel more solid. On the Sai 1911, the trigger reset is beyond critique, pretty much non-existent. The Marui pistol trigger reset is both felt and heard. Sai has exaggerated tolerances, causing it to rattle. This is especially obvious with the slide, barrel bushing, and at the rear of the slide. The Marui pistol, in contrast, is very stable with low tolerances. The barrel bushing won't move unless you force it. Even the rear of the slide is stable, just like the rest of it. Tight! Tight, 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 tight! In conclusion, the Sai has cheap metal parts in abundance, but the quality control guy could use a swift kick in the rear, since bits tend to fall off or not be included at all. The weight is on the low side, the grips are a nightmare, and every corner was cut to make the replica as cheap as possible, consequently making tolerances high and sacrificing reliability. However, the Sai is a functioning 1911, and stuff happens when you pull the trigger. Given the price, I'm not even mad. That's amazing! The main components of Marui 1911s are indeed made out of high-grade plastic, and the quality control guy is on top of his game. Tolerances are tight, grips have good friction, and everything works flawlessly. But the weight is artificial, moving the balance point rearward, and it is way more expensive than the Sai, but the craftsmanship is reflected in the price of the Marui. So if you take good care of your replica, it will probably outlast you. I don't regret buying either 1911, even for a second. But when I entered the field, I want a dependable sidearm. I want the Marui in my holster. So, which one will you choose? Let us know in the comments below. Please share this video with your friends and subscribe.